The Shanaplan era is over. After 11 years as the Toronto Maple Leafs president, Brendan Shanahan has been relieved of his duties. And the Leafs posted this on Instagram 3 hours ago. It was about 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier than that. MLSC announced that the contract for team president and alternate governor Brendan Shanahan would not be renewed this offseason. Not long after that, Brendan Shanahan came out with a statement from himself, and I will read it to you guys right now. It is saying, from Brendan Shanahan, following a meeting today, I was informed that I was no longer going to remain as president and alternate governor of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I want to thank the board of MLSC for the tremendous support they have shown me over my tenure. Toronto is where I was born and raised, where my family still lives, and being a part of this historic franchise will always be one of the greatest honors of my life. I want to thank the entire Maple Leaf staff for their commitment and hard work over the years. They are second to none in the National Hockey League. I want to thank the alumni for all their support and the tremendous work they do at our games and within the community. Many of them were my heroes growing up, and it has been a pleasure to get to know them on a personal level. I want to thank the fans for their passion and loyalty. Your love for the team inspired me every day. While I am proud of the rebuild we embarked on starting in 2014, ultimately I came here to help win the Stanley Cup, and we did not. There is nothing more I wanted to deliver to our fans, and there's nothing more I wanted to deliver to our fans, and my biggest regret is that we could not finish the job. I greatly enjoyed working with Brad and Craig, and I firmly believe they are excellent in their roles and have done a great job in their time with the team. I also want to thank the players. They are committed and passionate about delivering a championship to this city and will do everything within their power to accomplish that goal. I wish them all the very best. Thank you, Brendan. So there's the statement from Brendan Shanahan saying goodbye, and that's it. We've all been we knew changes were going to be made, right? And a lot of the talk has been about Mitchell Marner. But after 11 years of this core, the first 2 years being the pain, the Mike Babcock era, where you saw Austin Matthews get drafted. But we all knew that was going to be the case. So it's fine to have those couple tough years. And then you had 9 consecutive playoff berths, winning 2 playoff rounds, which is not good enough. We all know it. Let's be honest. Leaf fans, we enjoyed those 2 playoff series victories. Why? Because they were very few and far between. So when you got those victories, you enjoyed them. But let's be honest. As Brendan Shanahan says, the goal is to win the Stanley Cup. It ain't to win 1 round. It's not. And seeing the way the Leafs laid down in Game 7 against the Florida Panthers, it was very evident that changes needed to be made. And I was always at the mindset of, look, the Shanaplan's done. Okay? It's over. Kaput. And with him being gone, we don't know who's coming in as of yet. But changes are going to be made. The question is Brad Treliving going to be going to the job? Because obviously the guys at the higher up, they want their guys, right? When Brad Treliving came in, you knew Sheldon Keefe was going to be in the hot seat because that's not his guy. And then he brought in his guy, Craig Berube. So we'll see what ends up happening here, what the trickle-down effect is. But what does this mean for a guy like Mitch Marner? What does this mean for a guy like John Tavares? We'll see moving forward. But I think we can all agree the Shanaplan was a success early on, but it never amounted to what we all believed it could be. And we're at that point in these players' careers. Matthews, Nylander for sure. And if you want to lump Mitch Marner into the mix, you can. Where they're 27, 28 years old, kind of in their prime years. Where if you're going to win a Stanley Cup, it's going to be now. And changes, like we talked about, on the ice are going to be made. Is it all Brendan Shanahan's fault? I wouldn't say completely. He brought in Kyle Dubas, which then led to the contracts being massive for the Austin Matthews, Willie Nylanders, and Mitch Marners of the world. To start, we all had a feeling they paid them a little too early and a little too much for too early on, and it didn't work. So, do you want to blame Brendan Shanahan? Sure, go for it. But in the end, the players on the ice got to do a job. And they haven't. So we will see what, like I said, we'll see what the trickle-down effect is with Brendan Shanahan leaving the team. We'll see who comes in. We'll see what type of changes they made. What do they talk about? They're probably not going to say much because, let's be honest, every time a Leaf brass of any sort, whether it's Brad Treliving, Craig Berube, Brendan Shanahan, it's all word salad. You're not getting anything out of it, so I don't think it really matters. But to see who it is, it's going to be exciting. It's a new face. It's a new face at the head of the monster. Right? Getting rid of the coach is one thing. Getting new players is another thing. Getting a new general manager. Getting rid of the president. Getting a new president at the very top could change things. Could. Not will. Could. We'll see. All right? So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. I want to hear all your thoughts down below. Go nuts in the comments. Let me know. Hit that like button if you guys haven't done so already. Hit the subscribe button as well. Comment down below your thoughts on the video. Your thoughts on Brendan Shanahan not coming back as Leafs president and alternate governor. Let me know your thoughts down below on that. What do you think of the Shanaplan tenure? What do you think the next step is? All that stuff, let me know down in the comments below. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, and TikTok, all that stuff is down below as well. So follow up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition whenever something else happens. And Jays edition tomorrow night, game 1 of their 3-game set down in Trop. No, it's not the Trop anymore. Steinbrenner Field against Tampa Bay Rays. It's probably going to be Eric Lauer and Drew Rasmussen getting the start there. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and are excited for the new regime of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'll talk to you guys then.